Hey boys and girls, just before we get started today, I just want to show you this cute little clip of Stalwarts holding a choke point while 4 ranged units blast everything in sight. It was just a beautiful thing, and I just thought, I haven't got any other clips this week, so I'll just show you this one. Thought it was kind of fun. Look at the carnage. Lots and lots and lots of gold units. We're fighting Reapers, we're fighting Shield Maidens, Cavalry, a bunch of heroes. And at this point I probably just decided that I'd had enough of the heroes attacking the front of my unit, so we just sort of knock them down. And all the time, look, the Chevaliers, so we know another unit of ranged units joined in. And I think from memory, when I back off, you can see some of the ranged units just standing around and absolutely blasting that choke point. Even the alchemists have got fun stuff going on there. Look at it, just absolute mess. Hey boys and girls, it's Knightstalker here. Welcome along today to Tural Varos Siege. Check it out, man. I was just briefly talking to myself there because I forgot to press the record button. So here we go, just a short intro today. We're going to bring in the Stalwarts. I've been doing quite nicely for them. I played a game just before this one and I actually got ruffle stomped. So I'm going to have to record it again. But I did make a nice little clip from the Stalwarts that I'll put in front of this one. We're also going to bring in the Imperial Muskets because we've got that heavily protected end zone where you just can't go wrong with a unit like that, or something like the Janissary muskets. Very good for that sort of scenario. And of course, cavalry is the thing, so we're going to bring in the Fortebraccio Pikes, who are currently a hard counter to any cav. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm looking down the teams here. We've got 3 longswords in our team. That'll be very helpful for when we're defending the end point. The enemy also have longswords, but they do have ready access to the supply points, so that's where we're at. Okay, here's our beautiful loading and animation, and the first thing we want to do is we want to go up to the A point. So let's go have a look at that. So we're defending Tural Varos, and that is pretty much an automatic win, I'm sorry to say. I have played this map quite a few times now, and we'll just position these guys. By the way, I don't normally recommend using the little circle formation for these guys, but they tuck nicely into here until the enemy comes, and then we'll make some decisions. But yes, Tural Varos, and I ran a poll on Reddit, actually. If you haven't seen it, you can go and have a look. And I asked people simply, do you think the Tural Varos map is balanced for random siege between attacker and defender? And there was a roughly 2-to-1 in favour of no, it is not balanced. And I tend to feel the same way. Some people mentioned that it's even harder in territory war, and I can believe that with the amount of coordination that goes on. Let me just kick some ladders while I'm talking. But I've played this map a fair few times now since it was introduced into the rotation sort of mid this season, I want to say. And I think I've seen the attackers win maybe once. Yeah. So I think something needs to be done to this map to rebalance it, because it is heavily in favour of the defender, particularly when you've got these random sieges, in my opinion, right? This is just my opinion. You can disagree if you like, put your little disagreements in the comments, as long as you're polite, I will happily listen to you. But yeah, I do believe that this is heavily advantaging the defenders, particularly on the home point. The access ways are just a bit scattered, and to coordinate 15 people who are not in voice chat together, they're not unlikely to be in teams of 5, it really is a horrendous advantage for the defenders, in my humblest of opinions. So anyway, now that we've whinged about the map, what should we do? I think we've got this got a shotgun cannon. Maybe I can get some flaming hot rocks. I do like flaming hot rocks. One of my favourite things to do. You're just walking casually through the gateway, then boom! So, what should we do now? Do you like my pirate outfit? It is Pirate Week in Conquerors Blade, Yar and all that. And I got the pirate skin for a unit as well. And yeah, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do for the thumbnail already. So, pretty sure you'll already know which unit has the pirate skin on it. But they look cool as hell, and I'll show you when I pull the unit anyway. It's not like there's a lot of options at this point, is there? So anyway, here come the enemy. So we're going to put down our scatter cannon. I could take the opportunity now to spread out my Stalwarts, but because I'm going to use the scatter cannon, I might just leave them in the circle to defend my back, because I have a little bit of an issue that I'd love to work on in my own gameplay, and that when I'm using artillery I tend to get far too focused. So anyone coming close, we'll just give them a scatter shot. That musket there is one of the reasons that I typically don't use the circle formation for any unit. Shiltron, whatever you call it. Ho, 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 ho. Wish I bought a purple one. And also, you know, as well as, you know, we're in this nice big protector Bastain, so it's quite hard for anyone to sort of land the shots onto the unit. But, you know, the template for the musket bomb fits nicely around a unit of Stalwarts or a unit of Imperial Shields or whatever in the Shiltron formation. You know, Trebuchet Teblate, they also tend to, I won't shoot the Longsword, he's just too tough and won't take any damage. You know, the Trebuchet template also fits nicely over a unit of Stalwarts, so I don't know if you've noticed that yourself. So I typically do not tend to use this formation, and certainly not in combat. You do not want to use this in combat, simply because half of your unit's backs are towards the enemy at any given time. This is kind of like a holding formation, except if you're playing PvE. If you're going to play like, you know, the bandit raids or the PvE missions, this unit can happily sit in the circle formation all day. So let our team know that there is a giant siege blister up there. Looks like Mr. Spear's already on it, so good for him. Get away from my cannon. Don't do this, by the way. Don't steal people's artillery that they've set up when they're still on the artillery. You know, that's just scumbag type stuff. So I've no idea what these guys hope to achieve. Go the serfs! Brace! Now this should be absolutely beautiful. So we're killing Iron Reapers and... Oops, there! Wrong artillery. We're killing Iron Reapers and Halberdier Sergeants. So this is going quite well, actually. Just a casual 40 kills. Just casual 40 kills to start out the roll. Come closer. Come closer. 41 kills. See if we can kill some Shinjis maybe. Nope. I don't know why that siege blister... I haven't seen the siege blister fire. Is it been set up in the wrong position where it's... Oh no, never mind. I thought that he had set it up in a place... You know how sometimes you set up artillery and it's pointing directly at the, you know, the crenellations in the wall in front of you? I've done that several times, many times, a lot of times, by mistake. This is a mortar. It's not doing a lot of damage. It's probably a blue mortar, so I'm not too concerned. What I might do is, this unit's pretty much extinct now. I might just set them up and use them as artillery fodder. Hopefully, instead of targeting this nice full unit of Stalwarts, the enemy will start targeting my part unit that I'm about to dispose of. Just thinking ahead there, trying to save the team some bodies. We're not the Russian army. We don't tend to feed people into meat grinders for no particular reason. Well, not me anyway. Now my options here are either alchemists, guns or pikes. I've picked the pikes simply because the alchemists will not survive up there under the artillery, and of course that's a very, very, very poor place for the guns to set up. Now we're just going to take a moment to reform the unit. I'm sure you saw that there, and that's because you should always do that unless you're in an absolute desperate sort of situation. Oh! In the face with a siege ballista. No problem. We're a longsword. We don't even care. We care a little bit. Now, my 40s don't have that brace doctrine. I haven't been able to get it thanks to the RNG involved in it. Annoying. But they do have a stun doctrine. So we're just going to try and use them to keep people off the shield wall just with the stun, right? It's not going to stop Varangians, these ones here. Not until they finish their weapon cycle. But, Siladar's beautiful. Siladar's absolutely will. And these guys will poke heroes full of holes as well. Not heavy heroes, but medium and light heroes, they will definitely poke full of holes. We've got ourselves 55 kills now. Hey, look at this unit. Ow! That was a green ballista. See how it did next to no damage? I can get shot on the head twice with a green ballista and not worry. That's just longsword life and shortsword life as well. You know, assuming you're a a meat short sword rather than an armour short sword, which probably isn't the best way to play short sword, I would say. Probably armour is the way to go. I'm not a short sword main. I'm sure if you are a short sword main, you could maybe let everybody know in the comments below, especially for those new players who are thinking, short sword's looking pretty sexy. So you could give them some advice on that if you like. See this carnage up here? This means that we're not able to retreat. Where would we retreat to is always the question. We can't retreat through the enemy lines to our home point, so we're just going to have to hope all those respawning players up the back there manage to hold the home point. And I guess at this point we're just going to have to try and sell our lives dearly. This is not an ideal situation. Obviously cavalry can't get up on the walls here, but yeah, I think we've got some stalwarts in there. We do. Oh, are you looking at the map? You were looking at the map because you're a good player, aren't you? Hey, we killed a shield maiden. Maybe damaged a whole lot more too. So yeah, we've only got one damage unit in here. There is stalwarts in here, I'm pretty sure. Trying to get a visual on them. But they're going to come up that back way. Here they come now. There's one stalwart at the back, yes. So the stalwarts are the only unit with any real damage potential here. We can stun, the shields can take hits, but realistically... oh, there's grandpas too. Brilliant. No, grandpas, come back! Come back into the choke point. No! What are you doing? Why you do this? No! Oh, we could have held this forever. And now... we are utterly reliant on the stalwarts. And we're going to get charged in the back. And we're going to get artilleried in the back. Oh no. Those grandpas could have held this choke point forever with the support of stalwarts, shields and blimmin' pikes. That's just nuts. But they threw them away. See how little damage the brace is doing to the infantry units? It just isn't. It's not it, man. And we got charged in the back by palace guards. So this is not going well. Oh well, what were we to do? We couldn't retreat through the enemy. We just had to stay as long as we could. Let's go respawn now. Let's go. And we're back. So my options are alchemists, which are not a terrible choice, but we're actually going to go for the guns. Okay, so why the guns and why not the alchemists? And why would alchemists be a good choice? Well, that's an excellent question. I'm glad you asked. See down here? This is, from the point where they're assaulting now, it's pretty much unassailable unless you have just ridiculously overwhelming numbers. This little gap back here, people don't tend to come through. A lot of people don't know about it. I didn't actually know about that that little access point there because the map's so new to the standard siege rotation. If you don't know, you don't know, you know. It's not like any of the other maps. It's not like Orgolia that I've played 2,000 times. I played this map, what, 20? So until somebody put in the comment section that you could get through this little archway over here, I didn't even know. Either way, we're just going to set up the firing squad and just pretty much execute anything that comes up those stairs in large quantities with our repeated, well, what do you call that? Volley fire mode. And last time I played these, which was only last week I think, I had the bottom line, which is an anti-cav line, and this time I'm taking the top line, which is like an anti-shield line. And I thought that might be more useful. That's a nice free kill there. Now, the thing is, you can get like a musket hero. We already know the musket hero is pretty switched on about the harassment. Can we... I was just hoping to get some shots on maybe their back line, maybe some Shinjis or something there. Actually, Shinjis is another one. Shinjis can throw bombs. They can also get up on top of the walls and throw bombs down on top of you. So just because we've defeated their entire push, they're going to have to go back and rearm. So we're going to take that opportunity now to go back and get some more ammunition. As you can see, 2 volley fires. A volley fire is about a third of your ammunition with this setup. Hope we don't get trebbed on the way back. Game, don't do this to me, game. Not again. Thank you. Ooh. Right. I really don't know what's up with the game. It's only been the last sort of, not even the whole season, but the connectivity issues are quite serious. Hopefully they're resolved in the new season. Anyway, back to Imperial muskets. So, as you can see, Alchemists would be fantastic down here as well. Why didn't I take it? We have 3 longswords, is basically the answer. Look at the amount of healing we can do anyway. Alchemists are amazing, but we just don't need them at this point. One thing is, you'll notice I've put my guns off to the side there. That's because anyone who comes into this little, what do you call it here, this little hole, see the, oh, there we go, there's the Shinjis. Watch, watch, watch. If I'd had my muskets out and ready, we would have taken that in the face and the unit would have been wiped. Trust. So that's exactly what we're doing. So we're going to do like the old Jack-in-the-Box thing, you know, where you see them in the old movies. I don't know if you kids these days would have actually seen one. Maybe you have. Maybe I'm just being a grumpy old man. But, you know, you wind the thing on the side and it goes dun 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 dun, and you keep winding it, and then boom, the Jack-in-the-Box pops out and the kid goes, ah! And that's pretty much what you want to do here. So you jump out and you go, ah! Dun, 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 and you just pop off some volley fires and unleash the devastating power of the Imperial musket line. And boy, is it powerful. Boy, is it powerful. We might, oh yeah, see, they know we're here and they know what we want to do. This Iron Cap shield unit at the front is doing amazing. The amount of damage they're soaking up, they probably MVP if they get a bunch of kills as well with their other units. Just the sheer amount of damage that they're taking is incredible. Oof. Can you see, it's hard to tell on the map, like when you're looking this way, it's hard to tell if they're on the top or down the bottom, so I'm just sort of being a little bit careful. You know, it doesn't show elevation on the map, so I don't know whether they're coming up the tower or whether they're actually coming underneath. You can typically see them. If somebody's on the wall, you can see into the supply point, and you can actually tell which direction they're coming from in that manner. But we just tuck these guys in again. We don't want to get them bombed. The old longbows, eh? Not very useful, the old longbows, and I maintain that. And I know people go, hey, man, I get 100 kills with my longbows. Yeah, great, good for you. You're also not helping the team. In this case, though, it might be useful. You know, just one unit here. See that Nadachi up there? That's where, if Shinjis get up there, you can be quite problematic. And actually, the longbows might be useful here. I might have to eat my words, because that guy's setting up artillery. And if he's going to set up artillery up there... Oh, no. Oh, no, she owed me money. I'm never going to get paid now. Right, anyway, so if they set up, see the longbow shooting up there into the war rockets. If he stands still on the war rockets to use the war rockets, see how 2 ran off to the side there. I almost lost them. Then that Nadachi will get killed by the longbows, who will just put volley after volley into him. And again, see how we're not standing out where these muskets are, where these tercios are? Because that's just inviting to get bombed repeatedly. So yeah, they'll shoot him off the artillery if... Oh my god, another siege ballista. But again, the longbows are actually going to be useful, and I'm going to have to actually eat my words, because if they stand still to operate the siege ballista, the longbows will kill them. And this is where the sort of situation where archers are better than muskets, because muskets can't do this at all. Shinjis can. They just chuck some bombs up there and straight up kill the ballista, right? But Shinjis are the most powerful ranged unit in the game. Easily. Like, this not even close, right? And them aside... There's really nothing muskets can do to... Ooh. Ah, no. Cavalry charge is going to do them in. Wonder if we can pop some shots here. Are we going to get attacked in the back if I do? Shield maidens should be able to hold it. Should. Let's try. Hello? Pirate musket guys? Yar! Yar! I'll keel haul the lot of you. Get over here. You'll be walking the plank. Are you kidding me? Game? I've never had this happen before. Okay, it must have been a weird pathing issue. Something to note. Alright, now we've got to get that booty. Yar, and all that. Come back in, guys. You're going to get shot by the ballista. Or the Keshigs will, one of the two. Keshigs actually quite good in this situation, because when they charge in, they do a ton of damage and kind of hold. Not a bad choice, actually. I might have, yeah. Did you see how I targeted there? If you double tap on the left side of your screen, you'll see how I badly targeted. I targeted halfway up the wall rather than on the ground, and that sort of messed up their targeting AI. But if they're going to push through here, it's time for the pirate musket volley fire, because we haven't got redcoats. But watch this. Yar, my hearties! Yar! And we're going to stop this cavalry from getting into our musket line, because we're a longsword, lol. We're the lol sword. Ain't no cavalry we're scared of. Absolutely slaughtered. Imperial Pipe Walk, cavalry charge, super musket death. Hey, what killed those guys? Was it the pike? So got a minute 27 on the clock. Are they defeated is the question. Oh, we might get some shots here. We might. I don't know if there's any still surviving in there. Oh, there are a few. There are a few. After all the work's done, the winged hussars arrive, eh? After all the work is done. That's not how hussars work. Everything's supposed to be going badly, and then the hussars arrive. Not like this. But they're pretty much a spent force at this point. This is risky with a unit like this because they're so fragile. Anything kills this unit. Oh, we might be able to kill some Reapers, maybe? Not really. They will actually shoot far. Like, this is a long-range musket unit because of the amount of shots they put out. Oh, where did that come from? Up on the walls? Yeah. And there we go. That's Shenji's in a nutshell, right? Lol, your unit's deleted. That grenade is just so powerful. Oh, look at this. 15 seconds left. He's going to make an attempt. I can respect that. And look, the poleaxe as well. You know, they're not giving up. There's only seconds left. They're going to give it a go. They're going to try and get some archers. They're going to try and get some points. Total respect for that. And the glaive as well. Look, here he comes. Respect. Didn't give up. I love it. GD to the enemy team. They played well. Unfortunately, they got given a crap map to attack on. Hey, we got MVP. That's nice. Look at all the gold units we killed. Only 2 peasants. And well, even only 6 green units too. Everything else of our 105 was high tier units. We did 1.5 million damage. We took 1.2. We got a bunch of medals. Imperial Arquebusiers, no surprise there. Stalwarts did amazing. Fortebraccio Pikemen, but so-so. They didn't get to fight cavalry today. We only did 1600 damage to heroes with our hero. Oh, well, boys and girls, that was a fun one. Unfortunately, it was almost a predetermined outcome being Tural Varos. Is that your experience? Let me know in the comments. I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for coming to my channel.